Okay, here we go. What's good? It's the Woo Woo Guru bringing you a breakdown of why this practice is so energizing. And it starts with backbends. Backbends are energizing because we're moving fluids through the body. We're circulating our circulatory system, our blood. We're getting breath into the far reaches, so we're increasing cellular respiration, i.e. respiratory system. And what I really want to talk about is synovial fluid and spinal fluid. And so when we do backbends, right, we're lubricating our vertebrae and we're moving them into new places, allowing the fluid that's in there to circulate. And according to ℂ𝕤𝕤𝕤, who was the foundation for cancer research in the 1950s, I believe, he literally said all traditions prior to ours treated medicine as the movement of energy. And so what are we doing in yoga but moving prana, chi, ki, manas, ruha, whatever tradition or word you want to use, we're moving energy. And so we're doing that in the circulatory system, the respiratory system, the lymphatic system, and definitely in our fluid, our joint fluids. So this is going to be great. You're going to love it. Now, I want to say one thing before we get into the backbends. We typically backbend with just 3 vertebrae in the lumbar and 2 in the cervical spine. And that's because like the thoracic isn't actually meant to bend that way. It's actually meant to help us twist. But we want to visualize distributing the bend equally. So we're not just cranking on our low back and cranking on our neck, right? That would just be reinforcing patterns we do during our day anyways. So let's keep that in mind, and I want you to visualize it, and I'll cue it, and let's get into it. Okay. All right, so we're going to be very gentle with it. We're going to step to left foot to blue 1, right foot to blue 2. We're going to squeeze our legs together, slight internal rotation, so you'll feel your outer hips kind of smile wide. And you'll feel like a Pez dispenser, really. Like you're like, if there was a block in here, you'd be popping it out. In fact, grab a block if you got it. These are amazing tools in yoga, and you can simulate them. I used to try to simulate them with shoes, but honestly, the blocks are the way to go. If you don't have a block and you're used to yoga, then you might be all right. All right, so we're going to take that block and imagine it like, here we go, we're the Pez dispenser. And so when you squeeze the legs together and internally rotate, you feel like this block is pushing out behind you, right? And that's what we want to create in our body. So inhale, bring both arms up, Tadasana. Exhale, a little bend in the knees, forward fold. Let it go, internal rotation. Sit down into your chair, a little back bend here, right? We're squeezing our shoulder blades together. And we're lifting our chest up while pushing our tailbone back behind us. Big breath in, stand up. Exhale, cactus the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is important to remember. This helps us bend in the thoracic spine. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, sit down into your chair, reach the heart towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Now notice we're rounding the back, and then inhale, half lift. We're creating a lengthening of the spine and a subtle curve in the low back. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, sit on into chair pose. Squeeze the block, internally rotate. And then exhale, fold forward. We're going to keep this block here because we're going to use it later in the practice. Can't tell where my battery pack is. All right. Inhale, half lift, because I'm like the Energizer bunny, son, so I need to keep my batteries charged. Duracell. Exhale, fold forward. Those were conflicting brands. Left toes back to green 1. Right toes back to green 2. Left hand to gold 1, right hand to gold 2. And then lower knees to the purple circles. Bring your chest down to the mat, then your chin to the floor. Come right up to untucking the toes. High cobra. Now we're going to stay in cobra, working on our back bend. Exhale, round through the spine, bring the forehead down. Draw the navel up. And then inhale, press the torso down, pull the shoulder blades back, squeeze them together, lift the heart up. Exhale, forehead down. Bring the torso away from the mat. And then again, inhale, ribs come back down to the mat, heart lifts, bringing the ribs back up and off. And then exhale, forehead, lifting ribs, sealing the toenails to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down, round. Inhale up. And then exhale, neutralize. Bring your arms out wide. TP the fingers, elbows over wrists. Inhale, press into the ground. Bring your heart up. Deeper back bend here. Exhale, round. Now we're going to deepen the back bend by tucking the toes. Inhale, bring it up. This is next level. So if you're comfortable with the first one, stay where you are. Round back down. Inhale up. Exhale. Dizzy down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Bring the hands back to goal 1, goal 2. Press your way up into tabletop. Left hand to goal 3, right hand to goal 4. Now we'll bring the knees back to goal 3, goal 4. Left hand to goal 1, right hand to goal 2. We're going to try to deepen the back bend here. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, push the tailbone to the sky. Exhale around through the spine. Tuck the tailbone, push the hands away from the knees. Inhale, pull the wrists towards the knees to support this back bend as you flare your tailbone and look up. Exhale, push the hands away from the knees, tuck the chin, round through the spine, tailbone under. Inhale, bring it back the other way, pull knees towards wrist, wrist towards knees. Exhale once again.
Round through the spine, tuck the chin. Yeah, tucking like a gremlin.
Inhale, drop the belly, looking up. Beautifully done. So twisting is going to help us with our back bends. So we're going to bring the right foot to blue 2. Left knee stays in the green 3 arch. Bend into the right knee, bring both arms up, low lunge. Lifting through the spine, maintain that length. Shift your hips back so your knee is over your ankle. Hands to heart. Big inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Right thigh, rather. And let's go ahead and make a fist with our left hand. Ball our right hand over that left fist. And then take a twist and over your shoulder. And go ahead and say, howdy, neighbor. What you guys doing? Yeah, I'm just doing some yoga. Yeah, just breathing deeply here into my left side rib. Feeling sensation. Loving life. I love lamp, because that's all that's in this room. It's just lamp. Lamp, lamp, lamp. I'm Brick Tamlin. Unwind. Bring both hands back down to goal 3, goal 4. Pick up the back knee. Step the left foot forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, round in. Step the right toes all the way back to green 2. Left toes back to green 1. Drop the knees to the purple circles. Left hand gold 3, right hand gold 4. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, flare the tailbone, look up. Exhale, round through the spine. Walk your left hand forward to gold 1, right hand forward to green gold 2. Move the knees back to those green arches. Green arch 3, green arch 4. Move the knees back to the green arches. Green arch 3, green arch 4. Left hand to gold 1, right hand to gold 2. Left knee to green 3, right knee to green 4. Now, drop the belly, lift the gaze, pull the wrists towards the knees, look up. Exhale, round through your spine, push your hands away from your knees, tuck under. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, look up. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, pulling forward, gliding forward, and lifting the heart up. You feel an ab stretch too. Come back to neutral. Right hand gold 4, left hand gold 3. And picking up the left foot, stepping it to blue 1. Right knee stays where it is, toes stay tucked. Inhale, push the left knee forward and the hips and lift your heart up. Low lunge. On the exhale, hinge forward. Bring your left hip back and your left knee over your left ankle. Now hands to heart. Inhale to lean into this lunge, right? Lean into this lunge. Then exhale, bring your right elbow across your body into the twist, anchoring on the outside edge of your left knee. Full body breath. Yeah, making a fist maybe with your right hand, taking a glance over your shoulder, making sure you still love lamp. And inhale back to release to neutral position. Pick up the back, right knee, and step all the way back to high plank. That's left toes to green 1, right toes green 2. Left hand gold 1, right hand gold 2. Shoulders over wrist, heels over toes. Pull the wrist towards the toes, toes towards the wrist. We're going to begin to activate the core. We want a strong core for this practice. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together. Push the arms apart, push the legs apart. Not moving them, just actively, isometrically engaging your body. And then one more time, pull everything towards the center, everything towards the navel. So hands move, want to move slightly in towards the navel. Feet move slightly in towards the navel. Steady out. And then floating dog. Drop the belly or the hips and then pull your heart up and forward. Exhale. Press back. Don't go too deep in floating dog. Be nice to your lumbar. Nice to your low back. We're pretty rough on it. We dump into it. We hunch into it. We expect so much out of it carrying us. All right. Inhale. Right foot presses to the rear of the room. Exhale, right knee to nose. Step through to blue 2. Seal the back left heel to blue 6. Inhale to warrior 2. We're going into straight front leg. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose, right? Wonder why they call it that. Okay, palms facing forward. Push the hips back. We're going to work into the psoas. Breathing deeply into your right side abdomen. Releasing the psoas is going to help us later in our back bend. Now tip your torso forward and down like you're pouring out a teapot. Yep, you guessed it. Your body is the teapot. All right. Hug your left shoulder in. Press the back of your right hand into the shin and breathe fully. Work back into the warrior 2, bending into your right knee. Palms go down. And then again, inhale, straighten the front leg, turn the palms. Exhale, push the hips back and tip your torso down and in. Stay for 2 breath cycles, including that inhale. Next, bend back into your right knee, warrior 2. Pivot the back toes up, crescent lunge. Step your left foot forward to blue 1, hands at heart. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, back bend from the shoulder blades. Pushing the chest out, but squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold it down and in. Left hand to gold 1, right hand to gold 2. Stepping right toes back to green 2, left toes back to green 1, high plank. Shifting forward, lowering down for up dog or cobra. Knees are down in cobra, up dog, knees are lifted. And then exhale, pressing back, left hand to gold 3, right hand to gold 4. Inhale, lift the left leg, push it behind you. Draw your left knee to your nose and step your left foot to blue 1. Seal your back heel to blue 5. Inhale, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, big breath in. Big breath out. Pushing your hips to the rear of the room. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to tipple down and in. Back of the left hand secures to the inner edge of your left shin. Hug the shoulder blades together. Take your gaze to the sky. Pin back into the left knee. Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, down and in. Staying for 3 breaths, including that inhale as 1 breath cycle. 1 more breath in. Then back into your left knee, warrior 2. Peel up the back toes into the green 2 arch. Step your way forward to blue 2. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, sit down and in chair pose. Feel that same engagement of squeezing the block in towards center line. Now, if you want to go stylistically on this one, you can bring your feet closer and touch the toes, but let the heels be on those inner blue lines and the outer edge of your foot to be on the red. This thinner, lighter, shorter red lines. Now, I don't like this as much as being wider, so I'm going to go wider and I'm going to bring my block back. Blah, 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 blah. You get it. Everybody laughing at me. All right. Straighten up here. That was a weird way to get out of that pose, but I just want to get down on the mat. Real gentle like. So pick up your heels, sit your hips down towards your heels, make a little ball around through your spine, give yourself a squeeze. Now turn your toes out, your knees out, and bring your heels together and lengthen your spine. Now really push those knees back behind you, engaging the outsides, the abductors in your legs. And then bring the knees back, sit the hips down, lay all the way down. We're going to go left foot to blue 1, right foot to blue 2. Bring your block with you. Hip bridge. Block between the knees, lift the hips, squeeze the block. You need to go wider. Gents, feel free to go wider. Create some space to be you in all your glory. All right, shoulders come under in the traditional bridge, but since we're going to do that since we're working on back bends. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands can come underneath. I'm not going to go for that. It's a little much on my AC joint. That's up to you though. So you can go robot arms, or you can just lay the backs of your hands down and spread out the surface area that is in contact with the floor. And then exhale, lower. We're going to go a little higher by picking up onto the heels. Move your hips closer to your heels. And then we're going to pick up the heels, pressing down through the toes. Yeah, I caught that. Picking up the heels, pressing down through the toes, lifting into a bigger back bend. Hips come high, push out through the quads. Squeeze the block, squeeze the shoulders. Full 3 breaths. One more. Sit the hips down. Going in. I'm going in. And I'm going to go hard. Okele. We're going to place the hands underneath the shoulders. Fingertips facing towards the shoulders. We want to use our back body for this strength. We're gonna need some tricep love. Move the hips a little closer here, and you don't want to press off of your neck. When you come down, the goal is to get the upper back down, tucking the chin, and then laying the head down. So don't come down on your neck and don't come up off of your neck. Right? That should be, we can accept that as good logic. All right, left fingers towards the shoulders, right fingers towards the shoulders. And bring those elbows closer together, as in you're hugging your shoulders around your heart. And then we're going to press up from the hips and then press up through the triceps. Now let your head go heavy if you feel comfortable. Squeeze as if you had the block between your legs. I wish I did now. You can totally do it that way. And then the final adjustment is to allow your heart to float between your arms. You're beginning to move the back bend that way. Let the head go heavy. Now this is super powerful also because our cerebellum wants to be plumb line over our heels. And right now, it's not. I can tell you that. It's not. So we're going to come down, shoulders, chin is tucked, and then the head and hips follow. So the cerebellum will actually instigate neuroplasticity through your brain. Thus, when you've changed your visual perspective and you've changed the perspective of your cerebellum, which coordinates with your motor cortex, you have now created a newness in life that is very energizing. Also, it's very intense, right? The strengthener. So we're going to do it 2 more times. Bridge. is also an option. I'm going to grab the block this time. I'm going to take it on the wider setting. Left hand tucks under, right hand tucks under. Putting space between my fingers. Lifting from the hips, then through the triceps, then adjusting my torso in between my arms. Squeezing, wrapping my arms around my body. Sound like a 13-year-old there for a second. And then come on down when ready. So I want you to come down more gracefully than me. I've got a separated shoulder that happened on about 2-3 weeks ago or something. And it was a bad one. But I have some healing methodologies that are wicked crazy. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Seriously, all my doctors, physical therapists, they're like, what? No way. But anyways, I'm going to be easy on this shoulder. I want you to go up again. I'm going to go into bridge. But even if you don't want to, like, it's a great opportunity to go up into that chair wheel pose one more time. Squeezing those legs together, lifting the hips, then pressing through the triceps and allowing your body to glide forward between the arm frame that you've created. Now wrapping those shoulders in, squeezing, hugging, and when you're ready, come on out or stay on in. Super energizing. You can feel the sweat. If you're in your bridge, come on down. Well done. Create a little ball with the body. If you felt any impingement, you might need to work with a live yoga teacher. There's just some things that even this mat can't help with because everybody is unique. And so we can give you the right foundation, but you still need the proprioceptive skills, the ability to understand your body, how it feels, and where it is in space in order to fully embrace the best benefit for your practice, not my practice, your practice. All right, knees to chest. And we're going to windshield wiper out the legs. Drop the knees to the left. Inhale, bring the knees to the right. And then if you want a deeper version of that, cross the legs, knock them off to the left, extend your arms out wide, anchor your shoulder. If you want to come up a little bit and bring the knees closer to the ground, you might get a side body stretch, but we're just trying to relieve the low back here. We want to keep the shoulders down. One more breath here. And release. Hips lift to reset. And to the other side, left leg over right. Dropping the knees off to the right, gazing to the left, breathing into the back. Super energizing, man. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Peel off that, lift the hips, and exhale, lower the hips. Thank you for joining today.